Welcome to the Storied Motherhood Book Club. Storied Motherhood is a book club of mothers reading stories together while living out our own. Storied Motherhood is an Instagram-based book club with 3 hosts, Ashley at This Joy-Filled House, Amelia at Brave Little Learners, and Jacki over at These Slow Days. A few months ago, Jacki and Ashley went live to share our Storied Motherhood vision. As you listen, you can get a feel for what Storied Motherhood is all about. We are all about reading books together as mothers as we live out our own. And I so hope you are already a part of our Storied Motherhood Book Club. If not, check the notes and description down below and you can get connected with Storied Motherhood. So welcome. We have just a fun little live for you guys today. But the first thing that we really want to dig into in this live is to go over just kind of our vision.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Let's turn that around so you don't have to see my messy house.
Oh, I mean, all around me. I was just like, I'm looking at the crumbs on the floor right now.
You cannot see my floor, and that's intentional.
Yeah. Aw.
So,
Well, it's good to see your face in person.
thank you.
This is so cool.
I love your necklace.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Let me adjust my camera real quick a little bit. Okay.
So, do we want to like introduce ourselves?
Yeah.
Say who we are.
Yeah.
You go first.
You go first. Why don't you go first? Okay.
So I'm Ashley from This Joy-Filled House. I had this big stack. I don't know. Here, I'll turn you back around. You guys can see my bookshelf. I have this giant bookshelf where like this top half is all grown-up books, and I was having a hard time reading my books. I just kept like starting them and then putting them down, not finishing them. I wanted some accountability. I needed my friends to come in and talk to me about these things because I felt like these ideas were too big for one person to hold.
Right.
So I messaged Jacki and Amelia and I said, hey, how about we just do this thing? And they were so gracious and they're like, yes, let's do this thing. And so this thing became Storied Motherhood. Jacki, I'll let you take it from here and tell me about you.
Well, I think I've always, ever since, like, I loved to read growing up, loved to read through high school, and then I hit college and I felt like that I lost that love for reading.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
I think it's just because, like, all of the assignments, like, everything that I was assigned in college, it was all, like, it all had to do with reading this much amount of a book that I wasn't really that interested in a lot of the time. And then if I was interested in it, you know, I was reading that. I was spending all my time reading that versus just like, reading for fun. And so I think that, like, I graduated college and then I had my first son, like, literally 20 days later. So I, like, went from college to motherhood, and then I just kind of, like, lost that time to read. And I feel like I'm just now in the last couple of years starting to come back into, like, finding that love again. And so whenever you asked about, you know, do you want to do a book club or read a book together or whatever last summer, I was like, yeah, that'd be great, because my goal was to just, like, finish a book. I just wanted to be able to finish a book. And, you know, because I dig into one and then I get bored with it or life would happen. And so this has provided such great accountability for me, just reading along with all of you in the last few months. So, yeah. Oh, and my name is Jacki, and my Instagram is These Slow Days. I'm just on the Storied Motherhood collective Instagram right now.
Yes. Yay. So we really wanted to talk about our vision and our, like, mission statement thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So we kind of did, like, a pivot in January of, you know, we were called Mom Book Club Fridays, and that's kind of like how we started, like, the first 6 months, right? And we never really settled on a name until we started talking about it, like, we should rename, we should rebrand, we should, you know, make it a big deal. And so we decided to go with Storied Motherhood. And that kind of just, we've honed in on a little bit of a why for Storied Motherhood. And so, do you want me to read the whole thing? I printed it out.
Okay. I hand wrote mine, but you are welcome. You should probably read yours. You can read. I don't know if I can read my own handwriting.
Okay, I'll read it. Okay, so At Storied Motherhood, we are a free online book club committed to fostering a love of reading and lifelong learning among homeschooling moms that's grounded in Christian values. Our mission is to create a community where mothers can come together, read stories while living out our own, build meaningful connections, deepen their knowledge, and promote a strengthening of their relationship with Christ. We offer a carefully curated selection of books that challenge and inspire, from classic literature to contemporary titles, and provide opportunities for lively discussions, engaging author interviews. Through our book club, we are passionate about helping our members reach their reading goals and connect with one another in meaningful ways as they navigate the challenges and joys of motherhood.
Amen.
So in all of that, we have a little tagline that's that's the whole thing, just our vision for Storied Motherhood, but creating a community where mothers can come together and read stories while living out their own. And so that is just kind of what we are about, and that's the vision for Storied Motherhood. And I hope you've all been blessed by Storied Motherhood, and we are so thankful for you guys.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Do you have anything to add on to that kind of vision?
I think you did it. I think you did a great job. That was excellent. It summarizes the heart of, we've always keep reminding ourselves this is a free place for specifically to drive women to community. I mean, we're living in a society where it takes a village to raise kids, but where's the village? Well, we're starting to combat that. We wanted to be a step forward in combating where's the village. We need the village. This is our village. This is our people. So I hope that through Storied Motherhood, you guys are connecting with each other and finding each other and, really locking arms with your people.
Yes, totally.
We have a question.
And I just thought, okay.
Yeah.
How does the book club work? Reading schedule, chat. So all of our reading schedules are listed on Storied Motherhood Instagram as a actual post throughout the month. So we'll usually post it the first day of the month, what book we're reading, what pages, what chapters throughout the month. And then sometimes we'll get a little chat going in a post, but a lot of the time it's over on our band app, which you can find in the Start Here highlight. If you've joined Storied Motherhood, you just download the band app, and then we have a whole chat section, and that kind of moves into actually band. We were going to talk about band. So there's a few different channels on band. Would you agree that's what they're called, just channels? Yeah,
channels, different topics for places.
Right, yeah. So there's a few. We have the book club, general book club chat. There's general chat, links, anything you find interesting you want to post and share with everyone. Like
resources. These are kind of like resources.
Yeah, like resources, anything interesting, homeschooling, motherhood-wise. And then we have our self-promo chat, which is a lot of the time we'll have moms post their links to their Instagram posts regarding Storied Motherhood in there, but it really is just any sort of self-promo. It's a free place for you to be this is my business, or this is yada, 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 and promote yourself, which is kind of cool. We wanted to make that a space because a lot of moms have small businesses. And then a quote book to write down any quotes that you really loved from the books. Read aloud recommendations, which is another channel, which I don't think anyone's actually posted in that one since September. So if anyone has any good read aloud recommendations, feel free to put that in the band chat because it needs some love. But so there's a lot of ways to connect on an extension of Storied Motherhood in the band app.
Right.
Storied Motherhood band app.
You don't have to have band app. If other apps make you nervous, you don't have to have the band app to participate in Storied Motherhood, but it really enhances your experience. And again, it's all free. It's all free. We picked a free app. It's free to participate, and you get, just free stuff through there too.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I think that is the vision, is to keep things free. That's where we started. And then we always kind of go back to that. We want to keep things free. We want to keep resources free, things that we make. And we feel like it's just kind of an important thing for this book club. So
yeah.
Yeah. So does that cover band?
I think it does. I think it does.
We're
I think that rolls really greatly into the segue of what's coming up, what our announcements are.
Right. So why don't you go on the announcements?
Okay. So Amelia and Jacki have each picked 2 things to take over, to start up, and it's been wonderful to see their thought process behind these things. But we are also opening up a YouTube channel and an Apple Podcast channel. I know it's not always easy to have live, to watch a live and catch a live, and it's kind of hard to dig down and find the interviews later. So we are going to upload all of our live interviews over on YouTube and on podcast, and come up with some other stuff like talking, all 3 of us, why we started this in a little bit more detail, into our mission statement, like that kind of stuff. But we're going to upload all of that stuff over there.
Well, thank you guys for watching and just like joining us for us sharing kind of our vision and our giveaway and our new podcast and YouTube channel. So we'll drop some story links here in just a bit for those.
Thank you guys.
All right.
Bye. Bye,
Thanks,
Jacki. We're seeing your face.
Yes, you too.